I'm sending out some love, sending it out to the universe for all of the perfectionists out there. There are many of us that are feeling triggered a little bit these days, and we are quickly, which is wonderful, getting back to our new normal. But one of those groups of people that I find are struggling a little bit more than some other people are the perfectionists in the world. Now, we need perfectionists. We need people who are very detail oriented to put the frosting on things, to cross our T's and dot our I's in the world. Right now, what perfectionists want to do, like they get to do normally, is to make everything as perfect as it can be before we try it. In this environment, everybody is trying new things. We are experimenting, we're learning, we're growing, and we just need to jump in. I had a leader the other day that we started to put together a plan, and they started to say, well, you know, it will take us this long to analyze and this long to iterate and this long to put a draft together. And so the project, we could probably start doing this in a very perfect way by the middle of July. And everybody just paused, and that's not fast enough. We need to start something now. We need to start something now. So for the perfectionists, I have two ideas for you. They might be a little bit uncomfortable. They'll work for the rest of us as well. The first idea for you is when you are making plans, think of just putting the skeleton of the plan together, because we will need to iterate. We will need to iterate more. We will need to iterate faster if we don't move until all of the meat and the little parts of fat are on the body of the plan. It's just not going to be fast enough. So get comfortable with the skeleton or the bones of the plan, then start and then perfect as you go. So there's one. The other idea actually is inspired by Dan Sullivan's 80% rule. And he just really says that the first time you try anything, the very best it could ever be is 80%. So the theory here, his admonition to us is put together an idea and then you have to try it. Because the only way for you to iterate and to perfect that is to try it, test it out. So I'm actually on purpose right here in front of all of my flip charts here that I've put together, because I just draw them and go. And as I perfected this tool behind me, you can't see everything because it's not perfect because I just pushed go on the recorder, but it's called the pressure point tool. And as I created that and put it in front of clients, there were pieces that they really loved and pieces that were confusing. And so then I iterated and iterated and iterated. Just to round out this 80% rule, Dan Sullivan says that we must try it 3 times. We must try it 3 times before we know if we can throw the idea out or if it's worth keeping. In my book, Encourage, I talk a lot about experimenting. There's a whole chapter on that. It's one of our courage mindsets, the courage to experiment. And I talk about the 3rd time is the charm. So there's some good ideas for you in there as well. But perfectionists, go ahead and take this challenge on to just have an idea, get it out there, just ship it. Seth Godin calls it, just ship it. Get that minimally viable product or idea out there and iterate as you go.